Are you ready?
Let's do it.
No.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? You know what? We're just gonna jump right into it. This video is about the Big Ed and Liz photo shoot. Like last time, just calm down. Just make sure you're good. All right, let's get into it. So Liz expresses an interest in learning photography from Ed. Ed has about 18 years worth of experience, so he says, though I would think with that 18 years of experience, he would know how to carry his own equipment.
But again, I brought some extra lighting, so I need you to carry all the equipment up that big hill right there.
Liz's friend Alex wanted some professional photos taken of her, so Liz thought this would be a great opportunity for her not only to bond with Ed, but to learn some of his technique in a more comfortable environment so she would be able to ask questions and learn.
I want to find hobbies with Ed. I love doing hobbies with him. My friend Alex is a professional model. She asked Ed to take some photos of her, and I thought she'd be a good fit.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
No, I really want to learn and ask questions.
You're fucked.
When teaching someone a new skill, it's probably best to be encouraging, just so you can help that student start off on the right foot, much like Big Ed is being here.
I know how to use a camera pretty well, but definitely not
You mean an iPhone or a camera?
I know how to use a camera pretty well, Ed.
Even though Ed is making fun of her choice of iPhone over professional camera, he doesn't even show her the basics of using a DSLR camera.
My f-stop's at 2.8. I don't want to get too technical with that. We'll get into that another day. Always take off the lens cap.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Nice. So I'm at 396. I'm going to drop it to 380. Again, these are just numbers to you.
So I'm not a professional photographer with 18 years worth of experience, but I will say it is a hobby of mine. And when you get into the world of DSLR cameras, the first thing you're going to learn is putting it in manual mode. And the three main things you need to know are going to be your ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, and how to work those things on your camera. So I find it odd that Big Ed didn't go over this with her before the photo shoot. Those are the first things you need to understand and what each of those do. And it just feels like he's showing off a bit. And honestly, as soon as Alex started posing, it seems that Liz just kind of disappeared, except for him to tell her what to do, that is.
Babe, can you do me a favor? Can you pull this light in about 4 inches toward Alex? Okay, perfect. Right.
Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just got confused when she said she wanted to learn his technique and he thought she just wanted to be his assistant.
It's a lot easier when your subject's beautiful.
You are creepy as shit.
I think it's possible that Ed does like photography because he does get to flirt with women.
Yeah, no shit.
I just really thought that he'd be engaging more with me.
That does not seem like a possibility, babe.
I definitely came into this hoping that I was gonna learn some techniques.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm definitely feeling like Ed is just showing off.
Yeah, he's 100% showing off here and belittling Liz in the process. Why, I have no idea. And he's also flirting with her friend. And does it make any of y'all nauseous watching Big Ed flirt? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just something about watching him come on to other women just makes me feel all icky. Like, is that just me? Just let me know in the comments, okay? So when Big Ed finally decides to pay a little bit of attention to Liz, she has the audacity to say something about one of his pictures.
It looks like she has no neck.
No, it doesn't.
Well, like here.
Now, can we say for sure that Liz said this on purpose to be petty? No, I honestly don't think she did, because if you look at this picture, the bitch has no neck. But Ed gets a little sensitive about it.
No, there's nothing wrong with this picture at all.
I get teased about my neck all the time. So I'm a little sensitive to that.
We must overreact immediately.
Maybe it's Ed's goal as a photographer to show all of his models with no neck so he doesn't feel so alone.
I'm not critiquing, I'm trying to tell you what I like.
Right. But it's what the model wants.
Ed must have amnesia or something, because he seems to have totally forgotten that he's the one who was directing Alex and her poses. He's the one who told her to put her chin down, which would make her look like she has no neck. And isn't it the job as the photographer to model her and help her look her best?
You know, part of my job is to build the model's confidence. Saying she looks like she has no neck, it's just unprofessional.
I would personally feel like flirting with your models and being creepy around them would also be unprofessional, but maybe that's just me.
She wants instant gratification. Like, she wants to be able to take a perfect picture, like, right now.
I feel like this is just another example of Big Ed not really getting the point. So Ed offers Liz the camera for her to take a few shots, and she says how she feels like she's not being heard and that he's not really listening to her and that he didn't really train her at all. And then he tries to, I have all this experience and blah, 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 and look at me with my fancy camera. And so she gets mad and she walks off.
I'm so embarrassed to be fighting in front of my friend, so I'm just out of here. Ed really pisses me off.
So Ed then shows Alex the picture that Liz said she looked like she had no neck on, because he was trying to be like, she doesn't look like she has no neck. This is a perfect picture. And he shows it to her, and even she agrees. Yeah, you can kind of see that she's hunched. He says he's sensitive about his work, but you've been doing this for 18 years, and you take not so great pictures sometimes. That's the reason you take multiple pictures. Not every angle is going to be a good angle for that person. So maybe don't be so sensitive about it.
That was the one where I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, I get what she's saying, like kind of hunched over.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to be listening to her when she was giving her opinion. And I think she's just frustrated and wants her opinions to be heard and valued.
So even Alex sees the problems here. But don't worry, Big Ed, he has a great reason for why this altercation happened.
You know, she's a Gemini, I'm a Taurus. We're both very headstrong, and...
Oh, shut up.
So after complaining about having to pack up his own personal equipment, he makes his way down to go apologize to Liz. So he starts off by apologizing, saying that she wasn't his fiance in that moment. In that moment, she was his trainee, someone he was teaching his technique to, even though she points out he wasn't even paying attention to her at all.
And your face, your eyes, everything was somewhere else.
On my subject, maybe this wasn't about, jeez. It's not personal.
I love how he's trying to tell her, this isn't personal, when he took her comment about her not having a neck personal. When he got all butthurt over that, and now he has the gall to try and act like she's taking it too personal, when he was being a creep to her friend.
There are times in our relationship where she can grow up a little.
Let's go glass house.
Me glass house, you glass house. You're the glass house.
The generational thing, as much as it keeps me young, it's a challenge. It is.
And maybe stop dating younger women. Or, maybe don't flirt with your fiance's friend right in front of her. Those are two very good options that you are very capable of doing.
When she acts immature, it gives me pause. It pisses me off.
And it pissed her off watching you flirt with her friend. She expresses that she's still not feeling heard, but that there were mistakes made on both of their parts on how they could have handled the situation. But she says he's not really arguing like her partner. He's arguing more like her dad and trying to discipline her.
Nobody wants to screw their dad at night, so.
So Liz decides that it's best that they don't work together, which honestly seems like a good plan to me. And there was one last little bit at the end of this that just really irked me.
You're carrying it.
I'm not carrying that to the car.
Be a man
My back
for
is
once.
hurting me. I'm
okay,
serious.
well, I'll be back.
Like, dude, are you serious? That's your equipment. And you're not even gonna help? Oh, my back hurts. Get over it, okay? Like, you guys just got in a fight. Like, maybe at least, can you ask her? Like, ask her nicely. Hey, my back is really hurting. Can you please carry this to the car? No, you just, I'm not carrying that to the car. Like, I don't know. That just really irked me and is just so rude. Like, just say, like, hey, please. Just, that's all. That's all it takes. It's just a little please. Thank you. Well, folks, that's all I got for you tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.